Give a piss about nothing but the time. Flip, Bama, flip.
Give me Alabama to break
It's when somebody takes what's yours. And this is our game. It's our time. And here's the guy's trying to take it from us. So that makes this shit personal.
Let's make it personal, baby. We in here tonight. JT, your host. That man Domo right here beside me. And right below us, guys, we got the Alabama legend, national champion, Slade Bolden in here with us tonight. How we doing, brother?
Oh man, I'm doing good. Especially today, this Sunday is a lot better than last Sunday. Let me tell you. But man, I appreciate y'all having me. You know, like I was joking before we started the show, man. It's just getting into this kind of streaming and talk show, podcast, whatever you want to call it. Uh, it's different, but I was just about to tell y'all, man, it is kind of selfish of me because I'm just like, hey, I don't get to talk ball much unless it's around people, my friends. I mean, this is another outlet for me to get on here and not only talk football, which I still love, but also give a different perspective. And you know, I'm blessed to have had a platform at times, you know, or a large platform at times. And it's funny that the Lord's still giving me opportunities to have a platform because I think at the end of the day, that is our purpose is to use our platform and our life and to be a light in others. So any way I can ever you know, be a blessing or maybe give some football knowledge and also just cut up and talk shop, man. That's I love doing that. So I appreciate y'all having me.
Hey, man, everything you said right here and double time on the God part, brother. Double time on that. Love that. He blesses us all, guys. And if you're watching us right now on the Herman Raj podcast or on the Herman Raj channel, if you're watching us on Mike's channel as well, guys, we have just started TalknBama's channel, and we are also streaming on our channel as well. But if you want to head over to our channel, which is TalknBama, make sure you like and subscribe to our channel as well, guys. We just started off and kicked off right here, and we're starting off the new channel with that man, Slade Bolden, with us tonight. We're going to get right into it, guys. Thank you guys for all the comments. Roll Tide to everybody. If you got some questions, you can drop them. We can answer those on the back end of the show. If you got a Slade question, drop those as well. We'll get into that. I kind of want to dive right into it, man, and we can kind of talk about right now, obviously what's going on right now. It's a hot topic with Alabama. And temperatures way better this Sunday versus last, like you said backstage. Temperatures are way different today. So what is your outlook on the season right now? And then, you know, cap it up with, you know, how do you think our record is going to be at the end of this season right now?
You know, as much as I'd like to sit here and say we're going to win out and be perfect, I just don't think that is very likely and almost possible with this new college world. You know, I hit it on my segments. I posted like I was trying to get done as soon as the game started because, man, I'm telling you, I'm still trying to figure out this whole editing thing. But I think with the new college football world, you know, we used to be able to, you know, when the Saban era or just before this transfer portal, right, and how crazy NILs become, we were able to plug and pull guys. You know, we would have as 5-star, you know, 2 and 3 or guys that we could just, hey, if somebody was to go down, we can put them right in and we won't skip a beat. Now those guys are either in the transfer portal or they'd already transferred. They're at different schools because normally a guy we'd be able to get from recruiting just from, you know, wanting to be a better player, develop in, you know, the Saban's process and like and whatever, just all the things that Alabama football brought and developed you as. But those guys now are getting paid more to go to other schools. So I think it kind of levels out a little bit the competition. So that's where it's a challenge for DeBoer and all the other coaches in the SEC, which is no longer really, I think, the reigning. Now I think we are still SEC still has a stronghold on college football in general, but we obviously had we were the reigning champs. Like we were the standard across the board. So we had a stranglehold on college football. But I just think with the new world now, it's the competition is somewhat leveled. And you know, I would love to sit here and like to think that we could win out. I think we're super talented. That is one thing that I don't question. And it is, we got a new quarterback. Yes, he's been, at Bama for a while. He's studied the game very well. He knows DeBoer's offense and now Grubb's offense. But I mean, still, things are changing. There's new players every week. We go against guys that, or a team that's defense that may have not had the same 11 guys the year before, or the same coach. So yeah, you can go back and look at last year's film. Maybe it's the same head coach, and like, okay, well, they're running things schematically the same, but from an individual player standpoint, a lot of those guys are at their third school. Every game you watch now, it's like, oh, this player, he just came from Auburn, and the year before that he was at LSU or whatever, right? And it's like, goodness gracious.
Yeah.
So I think we may lose another one, and that's not because we are just not a good team or not playing well. I think just there's we have a hard schedule, and we used to be able to basically run the table because we were just so much better than everybody, but those teams are just as good as us from a talent standpoint. I think it's just a matter of how well DeBoer adapts and Grubb adapts and Womack adapts to this new world and being able to adjust to all the moving parts. So if I could give you a true record, well, we got 12 games before the college football playoffs.
Yeah.
I think I like to think we go 10-2. I think we lose, not, I hope we don't. I hope we go 11-1, right? But I think we
that'd
go
be ideal.
10-2. I think, LSU's really good. Georgia's really good, obviously, going to Georgia this year. That's right, Ellen. We are playing in Georgia.
Yep.
That's the one. But then
3
again,
weeks.
yeah, right.
Almost 2. Yeah.
So, but then again, I look at it as we may need to get knocked on our back one more time. It's all about sometimes you got to get hot at the right moment. So if we can go through some trials and tribulations here through the first 8 games, and maybe one we lose, then I think that will just put us in a better position going into playoffs, because ultimately winning out from there is the most important. So I think we have a great chance to be really good and, obviously make the playoffs. But look, DeBoer's had I don't know, DeBoer, Shamor, doesn't matter who, they're replacing the best college football coach of all time, right? And you don't know how much money you have to pay me to do that. But it was going to be tough, and it was going to be slow. But obviously, I look at things too as a fan now, and like as a former player, just not necessarily the wins and losses category. To me, it's just how we play is what I'm mostly worried about in the first game. But that's what I think.
And Slade, that for week 1 game, 90% of the Bama fans that was upset more off the effort than us losing. Because most of us can take the L. We went through all the mics, the Dennis Franchonis, and it was some rough times, especially when I was growing up as a kid, Bama fan. But losing's not the problem. It was the jogging to the tackle, everybody, our linebacker getting punched in the mouth and ends up on his back. Like, whoa, what are we doing? That don't happen at Alabama. Then now this week, though, you see it. Now, obviously, everybody's like, it was Louisiana Monroe. Yeah, but also if we won 28-14, everybody would have been like, oh, Alabama, blah, 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 blah.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So winning 73-0 is a statement after what we put on the field last week. Because if we would have played last week against Monroe, we would have lost against them. All right, I'm telling you. That was just poor effort.
It'd have been, you're right. It would at least been a closer game.
It would have been closer. Yeah, it would have been. Yeah, my bad. Let me rephrase that.
No, you're right, though.
They would have gave us a game.
73 points a lot to make up for. But yeah, Domo, I'm gonna let you take off. Right, you got something you want to ask Slade, man?
So, big fan. Okay, I still remember those Slade Bolden days. So, what I wanted to ask you is, how has life been? After Alabama, like, are you still like around and still like heavily involved in the program, or do you just like show up here and there when you can?
Well, it's funny because, thank you for asking, man. It's and that's one thing that I'm talking about, like using my platform is a lot of guys, and obviously I went through it. I'm a year and a half out of truly like not playing football or getting ready for a season. This is my second year where I'm not, I didn't go through a training camp. I didn't go through
Yeah.
any of that. And it's honestly been the hardest year. These last few months have been, and 6 months have been much better, but that first
Mhm.
year was one of the hardest things I've ever had to go through. And, from a, trying to use my platform standpoint, I think if some guys struggle, a lot of guys struggle because this game comes to an end.
Mhm.
The old saying is, you don't retire from the game retires you.
Yeah.
And, I had 100% confidence in myself that I was going to play in the league for 10 years,
Mhm.
make enough money to live off of it and then use that influence, that notoriety and money to do something else, probably within the football world.
Right.
Obviously, that my career didn't go the way I wanted it to, and it was tough. And I know, like at the end of the day, I'm very blessed. But I was just like,
Mhm.
man, I think what hurt the worst was like I felt like could still play, and I know I could play, and I know I
Yeah.
could play at that level, and just not getting the opportunities. And I got hurt the worst time, and all these things happen, right? But look, like at the end of the day, the Lord has a plan for all of us, and I
Yes,
think it's
sir.
just a way that I've just navigated through life. So it is cool to still be able to have these opportunities, with y'all and like what I'm doing now. And, I've jumped on all kind of sports talk shows and podcasts. But, it's funny because I'm not really that involved with Alabama football from like I'm not giving any plays or any ideas, but
Mhm. Yeah, yeah.
I I went last year. First time I've been back to Tuscaloosa for a game. Now I've been back and forth a little bit, but last year's the first time I went back to Tuscaloosa for a home game since 22. And that I
Mm.
went for one game, and funny enough, it was ULM game 22. And because a lot of my buddies, we all just had like kind of a reunion game we all came back to. But I
Mhm.
was on IR with the Ravens. I wasn't playing, so I was able to leave for a weekend. But it was kind of like a pride thing. I don't know. It was weird because I just and in 23 I could have easily went to some home games. I ended up just going to the SEC championship game in Atlanta because I was in Atlanta. But it was it was weird because I didn't want to go back and like, oh, get the questions. Hey, you still playing? Like, you free agent? How's
Yeah,
things
yeah, yeah.
going? So eventually I was just like, man, who cares? People
Mhm.
gonna, support, love, ask questions regardless. And the
Either way,
people
brother.
that
Yeah.
I'm
Mhm.
gonna talk to probably truly care. And like at the end of the day, I still get love, and I'm very blessed. So I went to like almost every damn home game last year except for one. It was Mercer, so I was like, I'm good.
Mhm.
But you know, we kind of like, I mean, I was up there at the facility a lot, but the whole coaching staff is a lot different from when I was there. So there is
Mhm.
some relationships that I still have that are strong, that are still on the staff. But I remember I came back for A Day, and when I saw you, and I was in the upstairs, because every time I go back, I try to go meet new coaches, or I go talk to training staff and support staff that I've always known. And I got to meet Grub for the first time because I met DeBoer
Oh, that's
way
awesome.
before.
Okay.
And next thing you know, like we're talking, and we start talking about plays and scheming. And I've talked to God, I'm trying to think
That's awesome, dude.
who else. But yeah, I was like,
Shell.
if I don't have to go, I'm like, next thing you know, me and Grub could be in his office for another hour drawing up
Yeah.
schemes, because he was like, it seemed like he wanted to kind of pick
Pick your
pick my
brain a little
brain a
bit.
little bit. Yeah,
Okay.
which is so cool
Yeah.
to see guys like coaches that kind of respect what we did when we were there, and just former
Mhm.
players in general. So but I really liked Grub just from that brief moment we spent together. But yeah, I mean, I still try to go back. I don't know how much I'm gonna go back this year. Definitely hit an LSU game, I know that. But yeah, I mean, I'm always open. I mean, I can, hey,
Mhm.
if it, I don't know if they want my advice right now, but
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, you don't want to hear what I gotta say.
Yeah.
But
Um.
anyways, yeah, I mean, from a life perspective, man, it's been different, but change can be scary, but it doesn't mean it's always bad. But either way, I'm
Mhm.
very blessed. So life is good. Thank you for asking.
Definitely, definitely,
Yeah,
definitely.
man. And hey, what our podcast brother said, JB, in the comments. Appreciate your realness on that, brother, and the transparency on life after football, man. That's
Mhm.
something a lot of people do not talk about with former players. I
Yeah.
got a
Hmm.
buddy of mine that played for a long time. Played a little bit in the NFL. Got done. Things kind of raveled for him, So it is different.
Yeah.
There's things people don't think about until the lights are off and
Mhm.
you're not on the stage no more. And yeah, so it is a little bit different. But I want to say something, Slade. I saw you at the game last year. I was in the middle of doing something. You walked by. I said, "What's up, Slade?" You was like, "Oh yeah, what's up, JT?" We shook hands. You was with your boys. You walked off. When you walked off, bro, after that, everybody around me was like, "Well, how does he know you?" And they were like, "Who are you?" And I was like, "Check out my podcast." And I just
Hey,
started. It was the
no, but
best
I ain't know
promo,
about it. I ain't know about it.
bro. It
Hey,
was
you
the
know
best
what?
promo ever,
That's a
though,
great
Slade.
promo. That's a great promo right
Best
there.
promo
Great
ever, bro.
Love
Because
promo.
when you walked
Great
off, it was
promo.
just me there, and they had to ask me questions. I was like, "Well, we have a podcast."
Mhm.
But yeah,
I love
so
that. I
it's
love it.
really funny. And real quick, man, I want to ask you this too before we let you slide out, man. We know you're a busy guy. Who are you most excited about from this group? Young talent plus depth
Mhm.
equals major potential here, and that's what we
Yeah.
have. Young talent, a lot of depth, major potential. Who's a guy? Obviously, we know we're going to talk about Ryan Williams, talk about Jeremy Bernard. Those
Hmm.
are we
Mhm.
know those guys important stuff
Solidified.
there
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
What's another guy that you like? We saw a glimpse of one last night, and I thought he was
Hmm.
wild. I thought we saw Waddle out there last night. To be
Mhm.
honest, for a
Yeah.
minute, boy, that
Yeah.
boy was
Brooks
I
did his
know.
stupid.
thing, bro. He did his thing. He did his thing.
I was. That's a great question because, like, literally, I was just breaking down the ULM game. Really, just it was a highlight game, which is great, right?
Yeah,
We needed that. We
Mhm.
needed
needed
that.
to boost our confidence, and we executed very well. And I thought defense was flying around the ball, that's what
Yeah.
we're looking for, right? That was the concerns, but I really like. See, it's funny he said Waddle because obviously he's wearing number 17, but I like Brooks a lot. I think he's got some wiggle. He's got some. You know, after the catch
Yeah.
ability that I this definitely what J Dub had, or still has, right? But I don't. Waddle was one of the best receivers I've ever seen and
Mhm.
played with. So I don't I would love for him to be that, but
Yeah,
I think he's definitely going to be a star. I like Rico Scott. I thought he was going to have. I think he still got potential to have a big year. Love the way Jeremy Bernard stepped up, but
oh yeah,
Yeah.
obviously we got some good dudes in the quarterback room behind Ty. I thought Ty played really well as well. I mean, Keelan
Mhm.
Russell's going to be a superstar. That touchdown he threw to Cole Adams, right on when you watch it, it's like, man, what a great throw. But
Mhm.
he's young, he's inexperienced. He should have hit that probably on his third drop
Yeah.
because there was a wheel route. Cole saw Keelan about to take off, so Cole stopped his route, but also maybe because there's developing routes over the top. So, like from a schematic standpoint, him being younger, that's got to be a timing throw. But hey, he looks like he'd be able to make plays whenever. So
Mhm.
that's always good to see. Uh, I like Riley a lot. I like our running back. I like 28.
Mhm.
He's got some
oh
good
yeah,
good
Yeah.
2-8.
bursts. Good bursts. We can really put him anywhere. Catching out of the backfield. You can, go full empty where nobody's in the backfield. Put him in the
Mhm.
slot or outside.
And Slade, hey, bro, he was catching the ball last night too. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
like way better than what a lot of people probably had thought. Because Jed Miller's been our pass catcher,
Mhm.
but him out the backfield last night, man, I'm talking about he was catching little pop passes. I was like, all right, I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
I
and
like to
that's
see
a
that.
that's a mismatch nightmare because when you
Hmm.
play man, a lot of times you got to put the backer on a running back, and he's going to run by linebackers all
Mhm.
day. But we're Richard Young and Jam. They can be our more downhill guys. The guys are going to get you the third and shorts or the just the from 1st and 10 to 2nd and 4 because we got a
Yeah.
nice hard 6 yard gain on a run, inside zone run. So I mean, the running back group's got to be one big group. They all have to kind of go hand in hand with each other. But I like the talent we see. I love what I really liked was when Isaiah Horton, and y'all may not even caught this. Isaiah Horton scored a touchdown and then the camera rolled to like a view of like how we're kind of set up here, right? The camera was facing Isaiah Horton, but in the background you could see 64 just fired up, like so happy that his teammate scored. And he's an O lineman, man. Those guys don't get a lot of love on the stat sheets on paper, but that's what I like to see. And I thought he played well as well, because that was some things that we struggled with. We're still trying to plug and pull guys on O line. I think they have to be all on one wavelength, and that's something that seeing some other guys step in and play well, and also have that juice and be fired up.
Yeah,
that was exciting to see. And from a defensive standpoint, man, I texted Dad, senior. I said, Junior flying around out there. Drake Kirkpatrick Jr. was. I like the way
that
he was
hit,
playing.
baby. I don't care. Give me the targeting twice on Sunday if we're gonna get some intensity like that back at Bama.
But I'm really confused on what they seen, because you can clearly see him lead with his shoulder. You clearly see that as clear as day. There's a board in the stadium. You got to look up. He led with the shoulder, so it's like, man, I take
Slade
that.
would know this too, and you would know this too from playing, bro. When you going at it and the dude's moving as you already make your time to hit, like, and he moves the slightest way. Now my head hits like bang bang play, bang bang play. In my opinion,
it's tough. I mean, 10 years ago, that's not getting called, right? It's just just how the game is nowadays, and obviously, as a receiver, like I get banged up like that, I wouldn't mind a flag. So, I just drop the ball, because I'm telling you, if you catch it, it don't hurt as bad. But like I do feel for those guys, because it's almost like they can't play fast. They're thinking about now. There is, hey, you want to have good technique, because you can also hurt yourself, right?
Yes.
So there is a happy medium and a gray area there that you got to figure out. But I love the way he's playing. I thought he's flying around the ball. I just thought we still struggled a little bit. I know I'm kind of going to something else, but I think we struggled a little bit interior wise, like just getting pushed. That's the only negative thing I took away from it, is we were able to, or not able to, get any push sometimes, whether we're on defense or on offense. So that's something from an interior lineman standpoint, defense and offense, I do think we still need to work on. But overall, just, the mentality was so much better. And I think these guys took it upon themselves and challenged themselves. And like you said earlier, JT, it was a statement, and they made it. So
it was great game last night. Ty Simpson 17 for 17. Talk about all the stats, and being who it is. Bama did what they needed to do. Next week will show us a little bit more. It's like a layer off, because Wisconsin's obviously better than Louisiana Monroe. Early game, 11 a.m. Lisa's at home for us. Then we got the bye week on the road between the hedges at Georgia, 6 p.m. Central Time for us. It'll be 7:30 there, I believe. I think it's 6:30, 7:30, something like that.
Yeah.
But so those games will be great for us. Like to see here, Slade. I ain't going to keep you too long, brother. Thank you for stopping by, man. And before you go, brother, let the people know where they can find you at, man, and follow you and what you got going on right now, man.
Yeah, for sure. I want to kind of hit on that too, JT. It's like, I think it's perfect, that we have, we got knocked on our backs early, unfortunately. We came back, we learned from it, we've made some adjustments. We're playing, last night we showed that we can fly around, we can have that mentality. Okay, then we go and play a better team, and then we're going to learn even more. And then we have a bye week, which is going to get guys back. Getting Tim Keenan back is going to be huge. I think having him back, having Jim back, Ryan back. I mean, having that bye week is going to be big. So I think playing Georgia during that time is perfect for us, because I think we'll have a lot figured out by then, and then we'll have some time to get some guys healthy, and guys that even maybe got banged up, in the first 3 weeks, a little healthier too. So I think it's a perfect time. But you can, my Instagram and TikTok is at S18DE. So I thought it was clever when I was a freshman in college to change it to
Yeah.
S18DE because I thought it looked like my name and my number. So that's what it is. It's always been that way. And yeah, I'm on Twitter _Slade_10. Not too heavily involved in that, but yeah, I'll be posting Slade segments. I'm trying to really still figure this out. That's why like I gotta cut you guys short because I gotta get back on that and start videoing
Yeah.
myself, and figuring this whole new deal out. But I'm trying to probably want to keep it around Monday nights. I may move it to Sunday nights just so it's fresher and on people's minds. But I'm hoping to have it by Monday night. And, also I do have a job. So
yeah, brother, we know. Yeah,
hey, you
same
never know.
with you.
Yeah, you never know when it's take off though, maybe so doing Slate segments, just game breakdown and just, giving y'all, the fans, people, myself, a different perspective on what I'm seeing as a former player that I felt like I know the game pretty well. And, the good, the bad, and the ugly. I'm going to keep it genuine, keep it transparent, keep it honest, and obviously, keep it light too, and simple. And so it's definitely new for me, but I appreciate y'all supporting that and wanting to help me grow it. So all love for y'all too.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, man. Thank you for stopping by, brother. Everybody, Slade Bolden, give it up for the man, Alabama legend, brother. And roll Tide. Tide gonna roll this weekend. Real quick before you go.
Yes, sir.
What's the score this weekend?
Damn. All right. I think we're going to be fun. I think we're going to continue being explosive on offense. So I'm going to go 52, but I do think we're still going to have some issues on offense. On defense. So I think we give up 14 and then 21. So 52-21 is what I like. 21 last, fourth quarter touchdown when we already won the game, right?
Late runaway touchdown. Yeah, it does. Always does. Appreciate you stopping by, brother, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, appreciate y'all having me. Thank y'all so much.
Problem,
God bless y'all. And
Roll
as
Tide,
always, roll Tide.
All right, guys, that was that man Slade Bolden right here stopping by, talking Bama right here, guys. And if you haven't checked us out, guys, if you're watching us on Twitter right now, if you're watching us on Mike's channel, if you're watching us on Herbert Rogers' channel, make sure you head over to the TalknBama channel. It is in the comments as well, guys. Go to it, like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys like this video. Push it out for us. This is our first episode on the brand new channel here, guys. We are on our own here, guys. Running it down. We got that man Domo and JT. We're here, guys, about to break down the perfect bounce back game for Bama. So the Tide bounced back in a big way, Domo. Alabama dominated ULM from the start to finish. Explosive plays on offense, turnovers on defense, an energetic coach. What people wanted to see. And we got that, all right. A real statement game before the SEC play. Ty Simpson 17 for 17. That's a perfect game. Couldn't ask for a better response if you ask me. A lot of stuff to unpack here when we talk about it. I think that when you actually break down what happened and take away like what the team was, and you look at the effort, the execution, the schemes, and all that stuff, the Tide bounced back perfectly. What do you think about last night's game, brother? 24 hours out.
Well, listen, I know because I know everybody gonna say, "Oh, it's ULM. Y'all didn't play nobody." Listen. They are another Division I football team on the schedule. Okay, that's what they are. And you said it earlier, bro. We know that we're gonna take a L here and there, but the energy is something that we want to see. And I think that from start to finish, we came out with energy and then some, bro. Especially on defense, those guys were flying around. I was seeing 2, 3, 4 hats to the ball. They were very physical. In the trenches, okay, and offensively, man, we got it on that first series and never stopped back. Ty looked very, very comfortable. He was having fun. That guy Germ stepped up and set the tone from the first series. So it was just a great bounce back game, man. A breather for Bama fans, bro, and that was just a glimpse of what we can be going on, the rest of the season. So man, great statement game, great bounce back game, and great game to get us on the right side. We got a W, so we on the right side. So yeah, man, great energy. going into next week against Wisconsin. So hopefully, man, we keep that going, and I definitely do think we will. Definitely.
Yeah, so and people in the comment, Will Martin Jr. Grubb was in his bag last night. Great formations with the heavy packages. I saw Alabama in the I formation get a touchdown last night out the I formation, baby. Okay. Well, I'm talking about I seen some old school football down there, boys, where they put the hats on and tilt them up now, okay? I'm telling you, I saw Austin Mack, 6'9", get underneath center, okay? So nobody need to tell me they can't get under the center.
Yeah.
Bama played great, Domo. You had great points right there. Perfect bounce back game. Perfect response for the Tide. You couldn't have asked for a better one. 73-0. They barely crossed the 50 twice. And at halftime, Bama quarterbacks was 20 for 20, 4 touchdowns, 300 yards, and some change. So yeah, that is an excellent half. That shows us we got the talent, we got the schemes and the system. We didn't have the effort, and I think the effort was missing big time against FSU. But also, this FSU team looks good too. Now, granted, they played who they played, Domo. But do they not look good?
They do. They put up 77 points. Okay, so I don't care who you play on what level of college football, putting up 70 plus points in all, man. That's not easy. So hey,
wasn't it us, Ohio State, and them put up 70 plus?
Yeah, Ohio State put up exactly 70 on 70, the dot. I think.
Yeah, we got 73 and they had 77.
77, yeah. So 77 in a football game and all, it's crazy, man. So don't sleep. But those guys at FSU, man, hey, they doing their thing.
They look good, and they're doing it with some Bama boys too. FYI, so y'all know Little, Bama boy. Hey, now Deuce Robinson went off, man. That man looked like he had some Randy Moss numbers in the middle of that game the other day. But so the Tide bounced back, though, guys. You can't ask for something better. Kevin Riley, a really bright spot right now for us. Started at running back. Brooks started at wide receiver as well. Obviously, Ryan Williams out. But I think you'll see more PT for the young guy Brooks here coming up. I think you'll see more of that PT in that rotation in there. And you're going to see some of these young guys get more burn. A lot of people are going to wonder where the Jalen Hills are and some other guys that Cole Adams may not be getting out there as much. But I'm telling you, they're going to put who's going to win, who's going to get the reps out there right now. And that's how it is now. I think that other guys will have their time eventually. But Kevin Riley, yes, Kelly, you're right. Kevin Riley runs with passion, man. Catching the ball too out the backfield.
Yeah, he definitely brings a different element to this offense. Okay, we seen it in this game, and we even seen it when he got in against Florida State. He give us that boost that we need, and he can play first down, second down, and third down. He's an all down back. So man, it's only game 2, and he's doing his thing so far. So it's, especially when Jam comes back, man, it's gonna be really tough to keep Kevin Riley off the field.
Yeah, and we'd send the comments, them boys deserve to play like the ones that have the heart. Yes, definitely the ones that have the heart. What's up, Raj? Raj just joined us in the comments, guys. And once again, guys, if you're watching us on a different stream right now, whether that's Twitter, Herb and Raj, or Mike, make sure you head over to TalknBama, how I spelled above right there, and watch us and like and subscribe on the actual TalknBama channel as well, guys. This is the first episode, so we're trying to get it out a little bit more, get a broader audience in to come in and check out the channel, guys. We just had Slade Bolden on, so once this post, guys, make sure you go back. Watch the Slade Bolden part if you missed it. Herb and Raj just posted it right there, guys. That's the link in the comments. Make sure you check that out, guys. And also, while we do a break right here in between segments, that man Domo, check him out on Domo Reacts on TikTok. Make sure you follow my man. He has some great stuff over on TikTok as well. I'm over there as well, guys. We're going to be starting a live here soon. And we're probably going to start doing post games on there maybe and seeing how things go. And we're going to go from there on that. Have some more info on that, guys, coming up. Defensive energy. That's our next segment right here, guys. So the defensive energy was great. Defensively, Alabama played with a lot of fire. They were flying around the ball all night, swarming, making plays. question moving forward is, can the Tide keep this going up with the SEC player rising to us now? I think, yes, Bama can keep it up. Now, let me explain something. Last night when they put that other quarterback in, the Bear guy, he made a move or two. 3 of our guys was over here. He ran off. I said, God, he's about to get a 15-yard run. And then out of nowhere, we had 3 guys fly to the ball.
Yeah.
And he was behind the line. And I was like, that's it.
Swamp defense.
Defensive energy, swamp defense. They're in your face. They're in your mouth no matter where the ball is. Domo, what did you think about the defense last night for the Tide?
Well, after the Florida State, I hate to keep bringing that game up.
I know.
After that game, I just wanted to see the defense play with some energy. Like you said, there's a lot of guys jogging, missing tackles and stuff like that. So I just wanted to see if they could come out, bro, and just be physical. And they did just that and even more. Offensively, ULM could not get nothing going at all. Like you said, you guys were flying to the ball earlier. I said there was 3, 4, 5 guys to the ball per play. So that's what we need, man. That energy. And when you get to the ball, man, hey, come with physical and violent intentions. That's what I wanted to see. So I love what I've seen from them last night, and I do believe that this is just step one. And those guys waking up and continuing these performances, because I expect us to come out with that same energy when Wisconsin comes to town next week.
Yes, 11 a.m. game as well, early game for kickoff. I've heard players actually say they prefer 11 a.m. games because then they're done by 2 p.m. and they got the rest of their day and night. Yeah. Hey, I get that. So maybe our guys are flying around the ball. That'll be fun too. But early game, we're at home though. I like that. Not on the road, at home, early game. The Tide cannot get off to a funky start here. We need to keep this energy going, go into the bye week. Good energy on defense and offense. And then we got to go back on the road between the hedges to Georgia. Top 5, number 6 right now. So it'd be a top 10 matchup. But either way, Tide's got to be ready to roll. Bama ranked 19 right now as well. Jumped up a little bit. That's fine. We keep winning. We get that Georgia win. We'll be back in the top 10 for sure. And if Florida State keeps winning, that only helps us even more because then we can just keep saying, hey, our only loss is to them, and they're really good too. So, that Bama wants Florida State to keep doing good. And after watching Clemson struggle against Troy, I'm gonna tell you now, I think Miami and Florida State may battle this out for the ACC.
There was a lot of people that had a lot to say about Alabama, and those are the same people. Those are the same people whose teams struggled yesterday. Okay, you got to think. Troy had
LSU struggled.
Troy had Clemson 16-0 at one point. LSU struggled with La Tech
10-0 for a long time.
Yeah, Georgia struggled with who was it? They played Austin Peay. That was a 14-6 ball game for a good portion of the game. So hey, man, a lot of these top teams that are ranked ahead of us, they struggled. They really struggled yesterday.
They did, and I agree. That's one thing that we got to do better at as well. Not struggling against teams that are good or just cupcake teams. We got to be able to show up, be Alabama, keep that defensive energy, and I think that showed last night. If you've seen the way Justin Jefferson was hitting people, he got a pick last night too. Good eye vision there. Clemson rushed the field after beating Troy Hunter.
Yeah. Hey. Oh man, that's the new norm, I guess. So whatever.
Until Alabama, like when people beat Bama and they rush the field, until they don't do that, Alabama's not the standard. We're the standard until people quit doing that. Okay, when people quit doing that and saying that we're their Super Bowl, then that's when we won't be the standard no more, and I'll gladly give it to whoever it is at the time. But right now, I still don't care. It's still Bama because that's what people put the measuring stick to is Bama. And Georgia's right there too. I'll give them their nod. People, but there's some of their delusional fans. Hunter called him out last night. That was pretty funny. He was in a live, and the dude came on and started talking, and Hunter called him out. It was actually hilarious.
He hit it right on.
Right on the head. He was like, "So you must be a Georgia fan," and he was like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Oh man," I was like, "Man, that's
Shout out to Hunter, man. My guy. Shout out to
yeah,
Hunter,
and so Kat said it right there. Miami, FSU coming up. Somebody else said that we need FSU to beat Miami. I agree. Clemson did look bad. Yeah, so I mean, hey, there's a lot of nobody's perfect.
Yeah.
Bama's got plenty of room to improve, so do other teams. So we need to put our hat down and get better each week. That means this week we need to go 1-0. We need to beat Wisconsin. It'd be nice what Slade said if we drop a 50 burger. That'd be nice. It'd be nice to have a 50 burger on a Big Ten team like that, and not struggle at all. I'd like the game to be over by half. I'd like it to be 27-3 or something like that. Be in a wrap. But Bama and Georgia will be the regular season Super Bowl, in my opinion. In about 2-3 weeks, September 27th. Be ready for that one, guys. Kickoff time 6:30 p.m. Central Time. It'll be 7:30 p.m. Eastern when they kick off over there. They're on Eastern, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a great game. We're gonna talk about that more, guys. And I think that's all we got for you guys tonight. Slade Bolden, make sure you go back, rewatch the beginning of the show, guys. If you're missing, you're just joining us. Also, make sure if you're not subscribed to TalknBama on YouTube, come over to the TalknBama. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel here, guys, whether you're watching on Herman Rogers, Big Mike's, or you're watching over on X right now on mine. Make sure you guys come over to the channel, TalknBama, and make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, guys. We're going to have Domo React videos coming up soon.
Yeah.
We're also going to have the JT skits on here. And we're going to have the Sunday night TalknBama. We're going to talk about a post game maybe soon. We're going to have Herb back on next week. We're going to have JB back on next week. That man, Brinsky in the comments. What's good, brother? We're going to have that man come back on with us soon, too, as well, man, and lock on. Because we're on a new channel now, guys. So make sure you guys join us every Sunday night right here. We're just starting at 6 p.m. now, a little hour earlier. So we can get up out of here and we can all watch some Sunday night football too. Everybody got a little fantasy team, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
Tonight's gonna be a good one. The Ravens and the Bills gonna be a good one tonight.
Who you got? Who you got in that one? Who you got winning that one?
Tonight, I think the Ravens win.
Okay.
No. I said it backwards. I think the Bills win tonight. I think the Ravens win where it matters in the playoffs.
Okay.
In December, January, whatever. Yeah,
I agree with that.
I think tonight the Bills win because they're the Bills and they're great. But I think in the playoffs, I think this might be Lamar's year, man. I like the Ravens. They look good. I'm a Dolphins fan, but we stunk it up today. Horrible.
Rough day, man. Rough.
Horribly bad, bro. Rough day. God. Rough week one for both my teams. All right. We're going to bounce back next week. We're going to bounce back next week. We're going to be all right.
We're good.
But Domo, before we go, though, man, let the people know where they can find you and what you got going on, brother.
Man, y'all already know, bro. Y'all can find me mainly on TikTok, okay? Domo Reacts, that's DOMO _reacts, okay? The link in my bio to the new TalknBama show is there. So click on that, subscribe, okay? If you don't have YouTube, go get YouTube, okay? Go back, click that link in my bio, okay? And click that link and subscribe. But other than that, man, you can find me here on Sunday night TalknBama. Again, with some of the best Alabama football voices you will hear. So, hey, man, we're going to keep pushing this content out, man. Hey, it's going to be a great season, man. It's going to be a great season.
It's going to be a fantastic season, baby. And that what was the name of that song that they're never going to keep me down? I can't even think of the name of it now. But, baby, we're going to rise and we're going to be here every Sunday night, guys. It's going to be a wonderful time this season. Check me out on TikTok as well, guys.
Yes, sir.
JT Edits at Roll Tide Nation as well. TalknBama is spelled like this. You can find us on Twitter X now as well, guys. TalknBama spelled just like that above on Twitter X as well. And we're just going to be everywhere. Got videos coming out soon. Got some great projects coming up, guys. Got some more special guests I'm going to be announcing soon, guys. So stay locked in. Stay ready for that. And, hey, we don't give a piss about nothing but the tie, baby.
Blitz, Bama,
Blitz.
Let's go, baby. Yes,
and
sir.
Before we go, Alabama's going to beat Wisconsin this weekend. Give me 45-17. The tie rolls.
Okay, I'm going to say Alabama 52. I'm gonna go with Slade said 52-21. 52-21.
52-21. I
Yeah,
like
I
it in
think they get that.
52-21 for Domo.
I think they get that last 7 in garbage time.
Yeah, late.
In
Yeah, I
garbage
got
time.
45-17. So we on the same trajectory there. Rod said 55-10. Okay, I see it, guys. That's gonna be it, guys. Y'all have a good night. Thank y'all for joining us for our first episode on the new channel, guys. We're back next week, guys. Stay tuned. We don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide, baby.
Roll Tide.